Hi, welcome to PHP tutorial. This is a list of suggestions how you should use this video. The notes for this video can be found at this URL, which is loaded here. We stop at somewhere here and we are going to start example 003. Okay, example 003 is an example that involves two files, three files. The first file is eg003 input. So this is the name of the file. I put eg003 in front just to organize them. Okay, if you are doing your own coding, you do not have to put things in front, like eg003. And we also have a main.css, which is the CSS file used to format the two pages. And then when the user click on eg003, they actually will go to another file, which is called eg003 process.php, and it will do the actual calculation. Okay, so I have the code here on my website. If you click on the input.php file, you can run the file, see what the file actually looks like. If you want to see the code, you have to click on the txt file, because obviously the server will process the PHP code. You will not be able to see the PHP code at all. Okay, so let's see what this program does. So if you click on the input, this is actually a debt calculator. So let's say you decide to borrow money from a credit card company. You want to borrow $2,000 and yearly interest. Okay, let's borrow 1,000. Easier to calculate. You want to borrow $1,000. Your yearly interest rate is 20%. Okay, for your credit card, and you want to borrow that for 30 years. How much you own the company, and you click on that. You realize that if you're borrowing using some kind of a credit card calculation, after 30 years, you own the credit card company $237,000, blah blah blah. Okay, you'll be like, yeah, sure. Are you sure that's so much? Actually, that's true. But if you make a monthly payment, if you do not make any monthly payment, but if you make monthly payment like a mortgage, you want to pay back, this is how much you own. So we are going to do a simple debt calculator for that. Okay. So this program involves two main files. The first file is the input, as you can see here. This is your input, right? This is your eg003 input.php. And when you click on that, calculate. So input calculate, it will go to process. So this is eg003 process, right? This is your process file. Okay, so what we're going to do is first we are going to code the input, right? And then we are going to get a value from here. Okay, and then we are going to do the process. Okay, but before we do the process, we have to talk about math, right? This is math. So how do you do the math? Okay, before we do that, let us set up the environment first. Let us start our Apache web server and the MySQL database server. It should be running, and then we go and right click here, open our Windows, open our file explorer, and navigate to C, xampp, myPHP. These are the files we are working on. Okay. I'm going to create a new folder and put these three files inside, so we do not want to mix with other files. So let us right click here, create a new folder called eg003. Okay, and then let's come over here and try to load that. You still remember how to load, right? Just create a new tab and copy this localhost myPHP. You should be able to see EG003 here, so click on that. You have empty folder, which is what you are looking at here. Okay, so this is here what you're looking at. Okay, before we even start, we want to download a main.css file, which is a CSS file that helps to format this, because we do not have time to write all the formatting, and that is supposed to be covered by another class. So let's come over here. Our page, scroll down, EG003, you have main.css, right click on it, save link as. Okay, that's one way to do it. Another way to do it is you actually make a new, right click here, make a new text document, and name this document main.css. And then you right click on it to open it in Notepad++. Okay, and then you copy the content of this file to here. So to do that, you click on here, just select everything, Ctrl+C to copy, Ctrl+C to copy, come over here, Ctrl+V to paste. So you copy all the files from my server to this place. Let's go back. All right, let's look at what we have here. We have the standard stuff, we have the background, we have the body, we have the main section, which is somewhere to define, which is used to define this part. Which is somewhere to define the middle part. And then we have all the headers, headings, sorry, H1, H2. We have a label for you to do alignment here because it flow left. And then we define the input buttons and all the good stuff. And then error is red. Okay, later we're going to do error checking. So we have a very simple main.css, which we can be used to create the EG003 input.php. Okay, so the next step you want to do is actually create the EG003 input.php. So I'm going to make a new text document and name it EG003 underscore input.php. Obviously they're going to warn you, are you sure? Yes. And then we open this EG003 input.php in Notepad++. It's totally empty. Of course you can start coding, link it to the main.css, but that's just too much work. So what we are going to do is we are going to copy from our EG001 basic or EG002 basic. So let's copy from EG002 basic. So I'm going to open this, right click here, edit with Notepad++. So we have EG002 basic here. This is EG003 input. So I'm going to copy everything. Come over here. So copy is Ctrl+C. Come over here, Ctrl+V to paste. I can close this EG002 and I can start changing stuff here. Okay, so here in the input I'm going to say this is my EG003 input depth calculator, and then do I need style? I don't need style. Let's get rid of the style. And then let us delete everything in the body. Delete everything in the body, Ctrl+S to save. Okay, so come over here, reload, the new file is created, click on it, it's blank, only have a title, right? Title is same here. Before we move on, we want to link this to main.css. Okay, so that you look pretty like this one. All right. So here we are going to link it. Okay, style sheet. And main.css is in the same folder, so you just type the name will do. Alright, main.css is in the same folder as the input file, so a name will do, so it's a relative link. Ctrl S to save, so you will turn green. Okay, it doesn't turn green. What did I do wrong? Let's see. Probably I need to type something. Okay, still doesn't turn green. Let's see what is wrong. This is main.css. This is EJ003 input. Now is a good time to do a validation. Okay, if you don't know what's wrong, let's validate. So let's come over here. W3C markup validator. Validate by direct input. Come over here. View source. Right click view source, sorry. Come over here, right click view source, select everything, Ctrl C, come over here, Ctrl V, check. Did I save main.css? Oh, I did not save main.css because there's a star here, okay? So sometimes you make really weird errors like, I forgot to save the file. So you save the file, Ctrl S to save, come over here, reload. Okay, so that is a very good way to look at it. It's like, oh, I did everything, but I forgot to save, so there's no effect, okay? So, and I also showed that how to do a validation to try to find out, because my first guess is maybe my link was wrong here. Okay, maybe I make a mistake in my coding, I'm not sure, so I check the code first. The code is correct. So it must be something really weird, like you forgot to save. Okay, so we save it. So now is a good time to stop, because the next step is I'm going to make the input.php look like this. Look like the input, 3 input boxes, submit button, some stuff here. Okay. All right, that's a good place to stop. In the next video, I'm not going to start from scratch. I'm just going to start from here, so it's easier to carry on. Thanks for watching. We'll be right back. Thank you. Bye.